Hi, welcome back. We're going to have a quick session now talking about the sort of people that you're going to come across within a sales team. And for simplicity, we've split them into two. Professionals, which is the sort of person that you want to be, and players, which is very much the sort of person you don't want to be, and if possible, you want to avoid. Now, we all know that sales isn't about the flash. It's about having a desire to develop a unique set of skills that's going to make you the most valuable asset your company has. Sales can be a tough gig. The customer expects you to be there at the drop of a hat. You've got targets to achieve. Your friends are effectively your competition. The sales support team always seems to have got something better to do than work on your opportunity. And the dog is always asleep in his basket by the time you get home. So, as I said, there's two sorts of salesperson. There's the professional and the player. The professional, which is what you want to aspire to be, is in it for the long run, and they can take the bad days because they know there'll be some good days along soon. They focus on the process of selling, finding the leads, making contacts, developing relationships, exploring value, and closing the deals. They're there to help others because they know that what goes around comes around, and their only real benchmark is their own performance compared to what they believe they could do and what they did last year. The professional focuses on training and coaching to improve performance. Selling of sophisticated solutions to business customers requires both skills training and coaching in order to hone the use of the trained skills. It requires skills to be personalized through practice in real situations. Ask your manager or even a trusted colleague to coach you through these skills, with clear feedback on specific skills usage and follow-up to incorporate feedback into performance, not just once, but over and over again. A skill set is developed and mastered. The player, on the other hand, isn't interested in their own skills and their own development. They're just distracted by the toys, the car, the sharp suits and dresses, the best laptop and the phone, the lunches and the bonuses. Every deal always seems to come down to an all or nothing presentation, and it's up to them to rush in and save the day or save the company as they suck up all the resources in the company once again. They're always busy, too busy to call you back and send you a copy of that slide that you needed. They always have an exciting update on their pipeline, even when they actually haven't visited their customer for a month. They're players because they're just playing at their pivotal role in the company, getting psychological benefits from being the centre of attention the whole time. Now, they do tend to move companies as soon as the market hardens a little bit or the reputation starts to spread and people get tired of their endless stories about how great they are, so you usually don't have to put up with them for very long. But let me tell you a story about how devastating the impact of a player within a team can be. The reason I mention them at all, actually, except to let you know that I'd share your pain, is because they can cause you problems that you do need to look out for. Their high profile and endless self-promotion means that they tend to hog all the time from the sales support team, the tender team, the IT experts or the financial modelers and the legal advisors, everybody you actually need to put a deal together. They're always in there first. And that's what happened to me. I had a £5 million outsourcing deal that was just about hitting the end game when I needed everybody on point to ensure that we'd met all the requirements, both internally and externally with the customer. So I organised a set of meetings with my sales support people. And one by one found out that none of them actually had any availability for about 3 or 4 weeks, some even longer. A colleague of mine, a real player, had pre-booked not only the team, but all the rooms, to put together a response to a tender that had not even arrived yet, but was, he assured everybody, worth at least £9 million. I tried to negotiate with him to free up some resource, but he was adamant that his need outweighed not only my own, but everybody else in the team. And he even sent out an immediate email to everybody concerned, stating they were still bound to prioritise his needs over everybody else. So I went and talked to our mutual boss, and luckily he was a very wise man, and he managed to help me talk everybody down from their state of panic over this £9 million tender that could arrive any minute apparently, and give some focus to the actual £5 million deal that was ready to go. There was a huge amount of time spent on doing the arrangements he'd made and calming people down, getting them to focus on what was real rather than what was just still effectively a low probability prospect. Luckily, and with a lot of work, we landed my deal safely and started on implementation, only to find out that most of the team for implementation were pre-booked for the next 6 months on this £9 million rumour. So we had to go through the same process all over again with them. Now, my customer was practically ready to renew by the time the £9 million project finally arrived, almost 2 years later. And in truth, it was worth no more than £4 million because it had been split into 3 lots and no one company was allowed more than one piece of business. There was no need to worry though, because my colleague had long since moved on to another business unit to waste everyone's time over there. As I say, I was really lucky that our manager was a wise man and knew that you could only play the cards in your hand, not the ones still in the deck. But it can be hard sometimes to keep your head down and focused on the goal when a player is in the team making loads of noise and being the centre of team meetings. Don't concern yourself with them. They will not last. Keep your focus on yourself, on your professionalism and on your career, because you're what matters to yourself and to your company.